Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. A voting district is shaped like a polygon. In the coordinate plane, the vertices of the polygon in clockwise order are, and I'm going to go ahead and plot these, units in the coordinate plane are in miles. What is the area of voting district in square miles? Show your work. So I'm going to go ahead and plot each point that's listed here. So we're going to go over 8 and up 2. From the origin, we start at 0, go over 8 and up 2. Let's make a point. So that takes care of this one. Over 8 up 1, go over 8 up 1. That one's done. Left 1 up 1. Left 1 up 1 would be right here. Left 1 up 5. Left 1 up 5 would be here. Over 5 up 5. Over 5 up 5. And over 5 up 2. Over 5 up 2. All right, so now let's connect the points so we can see the polygon. I'm going to use the draw tool to make this a little bit easier. And I'm also going to use, how about we use red so it'll stand out. All right, so if we connect this point to this point, this point to this point, this to this to this, here, and like so. All right, so there's our polygon. Now we have to ask ourselves, what do they want? They want the area of the polygon. So we can break this up in a couple different ways. One way we can break it up is by breaking it up like this. So we can break it up into, we have a rectangle here, and then we have the little rectangle here onto the right. So what's the distance between this point, this vertice, and this vertice? In other words, what's the length of this line? So how would we figure that out? There's a couple ways we can figure that out. We can use what we know about distance between 2 points. So if we review what the ordered pair was for this dot right here, I'm just going to write it. We went left 1 and we went up 5. Left 1 and up 5. That was this point right here. To plot this point, we went over 5 and up 5. So there's two ways that we can figure out the distance between these 2 points. One way is to look at the x-coordinates. Since they're in different quadrants, we can add the absolute values. If we add the absolute value of this, that would be 1. The absolute value of that would be 5. 1 plus 5 would be 6. So we know that this line is 6 units long. Or we could just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. Now we need to figure out the distance going this way. We can certainly just count the units. 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units. We know it's 4 units going that way. Or if we were going to use what we know about how to find the distance between 2 points, the ordered pair here, this is -1 up 1. So how would we get 4 if we were just looking at the coordinates or the x and y values for each? We would say to ourselves, well, the x is the same. The y's are different from each other. They are in the same quadrant. How do we know that? Because this is negative positive and this is negative positive. When they're in the same quadrant, remember you subtract the absolute values. The absolute value of 5 is 5. The absolute value of 1 is 1. 5 minus 1 would be 4. So what does that mean about this rectangle that I'm tracing? We would multiply, we would do area equals base times height. We would do 6 times 4. And that would give us the area of this piece. Now what about this little piece right here? That's a small little rectangle. We would use the same formula of base times height. Now if we count how many units long is this, it's 1, 2, 3 units going that way. How tall is it? It's 1 unit. Find what 3 times 1 is, and then you'll have the area of that piece. To find the area of the entire voting district, you would need to add what you get for this plus what you get for this, and that will be the area and therefore your answer to this question.